Всем привет, дамы и господа, с вами Алекс Назаренко. 20 актеров, которым все потеряли уважение. Я смотрел топ-10 на «Поводу России», а теперь приступаем к 20-ке.
It gets funny one day.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at actors who caused so much controversy that their reputations and careers decline. We'll explore the highs of their working life as well as their dramatic downfalls.
О, блять, видос про Уилла Смита. Блять, у меня там дохуя дизлайков до реакции. Это было видео, сказал Егор Побирский. Я, блядь, посмотрю, сколько там сейчас дизов.
Behavior was unacceptable.
Zachary Levi. After making his name as the lead on the show Chuck, Levi hit the big time as the title character in 2019's Shazam.
We still don't know if the suit is
Я думаю, что ты имя знакомое.
bulletproof or if you are.
Интересный факт про второго Шазама. Я смотрел его один, потому что это был день премьеры Шазама в наших пердях. Был четверг, все работали, я, бля, пошел смотреть Шазама, ёпта. Один, нахуй. А еще я люблю первую часть, потому что я люблю вторую часть за то, что там охуенно рекламируют Skittles. А я люблю Skittles.
Shoot me
In the face?
During an uncertain future of DC films, it was a smash hit. But then came the sequel, 2023's Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which wasn't well received. That same year, Levi began his decline by promoting his anti-vaccine beliefs. Throw in Levi claiming that the film industry is making garbage, criticizing the actors' strike,
Бля, это friendly fire, огонь по своим.
and endorsing controversial political
Бульварно по...
candidates, and his stock fell significantly. Somehow it got worse when he claimed She Loves Me co-star Gavin Creel's death from cancer was from the COVID-19 vaccine.
And I do believe I have just enough humility to recognize that even though I feel very convicted of what I believe in, I could be wrong.
Steven Seagal. In the early 90s, Seagal was one of the biggest action stars
О, у Джона Трона есть охуенный видос про него. Где он русский, где он полицейский, где он, блядь, этот... Джазмен, блюзмен.
around, thanks in part to 1992's Under Siege and its sequel Dark Territory.
Бля, не стоит мне задевать этот брянский провод. Сука, стой, блядь.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Usually from you, but that's what I hear.
However, after several scandals, including
Usually from you, but that's what I hear.
allegations of employment discrimination, harassment, and a tendency to lie, he began to mostly do direct-to-video films.
Вот вы не поверите ему, что он русский монгол. Он русский монгол. Видно же по нему.
In 2017, several former co-stars and actors who auditioned to be in his films came forward with allegations of harassment and assault, which Seagal denied.
Several other women have accused Seagal of inappropriate behavior, including Juliana Margulies, Jenny McCarthy, Portia de Rossi, and Inside Edition's Lisa Guerrero when she was an aspiring actress.
Due to California's statute of limitations, they couldn't be investigated. In recent years, Seagal has drawn further ire for his ties to Vladimir Putin, who awarded him Russia's order.
Я сразу вспоминаю, как Джон Трон говорил в видосе. Это был первый видос Джона Трона, который я посмотрел. Это был перевод его видоса про самые дизлайканные видео на ютубе. Это видео не прошло проверку времени. 3 марта. Не, это другое видео, я перепутал. Короче, он сказал, это видео не прошло проверку времени, 3 марта. Хотя в каком-то видео говорил, что войн не будет. Короче, блядь, да.
Order of Friendship in 2023. Fatty Arbuckle.
Comedian Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle is charged with manslaughter.
In his prime, Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle was as big a silent comedy film star as Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. In 1921, a year after signing a $1 million deal with Paramount, Arbuckle's legacy was forever ruined. During a party, actor Virginia Rapay allegedly experienced some form of trauma in Arbuckle's hotel suite. A few days later, she passed away. Arbuckle was accused of assaulting Rapay, leading to her demise. As such, he was arrested and tried for murder.
Ну, блядь, интересно, там были, типа, люди, которые хотели предъявить доказательства. Как вообще выявлялись доказательства?
After 2 mistrials,
Было, наверное, на словах.
Arbuckle was acquitted and unusually received an apology letter from the jury. Regardless,
О, присяжные оправдали.
no one wanted to hire him or show his film.
Я думаю, а вот присяжные, они же оправдывают. Хотя нет, это должен делать адвокат.
Arbuckle had to use a pseudonym to get work. After a brief comeback in 1933, he passed away.
Listen, why don't you do something to help me?
Well, what would you suggest I do?
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. After finding their
Ukraine.
acting feet on That 70s Show, Kutcher and Kunis carved out successful careers in Hollywood.
You're getting married?
Remarried.
That's our second remarriage.
Play set for life. You can
10K every month for 30 years. Set for life. Play now.
Блядский провод. Да сука.
One's gonna stick, right?
Yeah.
They later became one of the industry's biggest power couples. Their shared enterprises include the nonprofit Thorn, which specializes in defending children from abuse. However, in 2023, during the trial of their former colleague and friend Danny Masterson, the couple were found to have sent a letter to the judge pleading for leniency for his sentence. The backlash only grew upon Kutcher and Kunis releasing an apology video, which many felt was insincere, especially when they stated the letter wasn't supposed to be public.
They were intended for the judge to read, and not to undermine the testimony of the.
Какая ирония, что в одном из прошлых реактов to Watch Watch Мила Кунис рекламировала куколки, а сейчас ее, блядь, обвиняют в суде.
Victims or reach
Она пойдет в суд.
Them.
От рекламы куколок до суда. It's life.
In any way, we would never want to do that.
The further controversy from the video forced Kutcher to resign from Thorn. Felicity Huffman. In 2019, the Varsity Blues scandal broke. The FBI found that several families had paid an organization to bribe or commit fraud by inflating exam results to get students into various U.S. colleges.
High-powered New York attorney Gordon Kaplan publicly apologizing, the first parent caught up in the Varsity Blues scandal to do so, saying he's sorry first and foremost to his daughter.
One of those involved in the scheme was the Emmy-winning Desperate Housewives star Felicity Huffman. After pleading guilty, she was sent.
Я вспоминаю одну девочку, которая ведет блог. Всем привет, это то, что я ела сегодня за день. И она как раз любит этот сериал. Упс.
To 14 days
Надо знать про этот скандал.
in jail and a year of supervised release, fined $30,000 and ordered to complete 250 hours of community service. Since then, Huffman has had bit parts in TV shows.
Different state, different court, different law.
Same principle.
I don't think I can convince a judge that is...
Let me try.
Another famous performer involved in the scandal was Full House star Lori Loughlin. After pleading guilty to the charges, Loughlin was sentenced to 2 months in jail, while husband Massimo Giannulli got 5 months. Mel Gibson.
I don't make things complicated. That's just the way things get all by themselves.
On top of starring in cult franchises like Lethal Weapon and Mad Max, Gibson was the Oscar-winning director of 1995's Braveheart. As such, he was once one of the most in-demand and celebrated performers around. Then 2006 happened. While being arrested for a DUI, Gibson was recorded going on an anti-Semitic rant. Hollywood wanted nothing to do with him for years. Just as Gibson began working racially charged voicemail to former partner Oksana Grigorieva was made public. He later pleaded no contest to a battery charge against Grigorieva and got 36 months of probation. Both of these events got him blacklisted from major Hollywood roles. Blacklisted from major Hollywood roles.
Блять. Пиздец, розетка происходит, конечно. Мэу крушить!
Will Smith. From rapper to TV star, Smith soon rose to the ranks of Hollywood's most bankable stars with roles in Ali.
Я, кстати, решил вчера, я что-то в каком-то видео упоминался фильм «Дикий-дикий Запад», и я решил посмотреть синопсис этого фильма. И, блядь, там есть мужик без члена, у которого есть гарем тёлок, и ёпта, блядь, интересно, да, хуй.
I, Robot, and many more.
I am the greatest. I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
At the 2022 Oscars, he was nominated for his work in King Richard, while Smith...
Да.
At the 2022 Oscars...
Да. Я забыл вообще про пощечину Крису Року. Ну, блядь, может быть, он хотел дать ему пощечину за фильм пила «Спираль», над которой Чак Ревью потешался.
He was nominated for his work in King Richard. While Smith won his first ever Oscar, what he did earlier in the event vastly overshadowed this triumph. After presenter Chris Rock made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, the actor went on stage and
Мне еще понравилось то, что он посмеялся сначала в шутке, а потом такой: ой, блядь, на нахуй.
Slapped Rock in the face. Then, sitting back down,
Это, блядь, было мемесом, нахуй.
Smith yelled threats at Rock.
And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ear.
Блядь, а тебе, блядь, людям было больно, когда они смотрели «Спираль», блядь.
While he apologized and resigned from the Academy, the group banned him from all events for 10 years. Ellen DeGeneres. After making her name as a stand-up comic and transitioning into acting, DeGeneres found her true calling as a talk show host with The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
It's very important, the director says, to walk out and hit this mark. You gotta stand right there, so...
For nearly 2 decades, her show was one of the premier places for celebrities to promote themselves and their work. However, in 2020, former workers on the program came out with allegations about the toxic experience they had on DeGeneres' show.
As a host, she's amazing. As a host. But as a boss and someone who's behind the scenes running the show, she's a different person. She's not the person people see in front of the camera.
The accusations included racist microaggressions, executives harassing female employees, and firing staff for taking medical or bereavement leave. The controversy was so bad that DeGeneres apologized for it on her show. A few months later, it was confirmed that the Ellen DeGeneres Show would end in 2022. Charlie
Я думаю, что за Эллен? Это Эллен.
Sheen.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
It seemed like Sheen would be the next breakout star in Hollywood.
О, Чарли Шина я недавно видел. Он, блядь, озвучивал 3D-шную собаку в «Ночь в супермаркете». Блядь, нахуй. Ты говна кусок, сука. Сейчас, секунду.
Hollywood after his work in DeGeneres Show would end in the accusation.
А теперь я хочу прояснить ситуацию. Так. Российское высказывание, домогательство. Ага.
Accusations included racist microaggressions, executives harassing female employees, and firing staff for taking medical or bereavement leave. The controversy was so bad that DeGeneres apologized for it on her show. A few months later, it was confirmed that the Ellen DeGeneres Show would end in 2022. Charlie Sheen.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
It seemed like Sheen would be the next breakout star in Hollywood after his work in 1986's Platoon and 1987's Wall Street. However, a string of controversies stopped that. By 2003, Sheen was cast in 2.5 Men, turning him into TV's highest ever paid actor. However, in 2011, the wheels of his career came off very publicly.
I've spent, I think, close to the last decade effortlessly and magically converting your tin cans into pure gold. And the gratitude I get is this charlatan.
After struggling with substance issues and criticizing the show's co-creator Chuck Lorre multiple times, Sheen was fired from 2.5 Men. The actor then conducted a series of unsettling interviews where he claimed he had tiger blood. Beyond getting his own series in anger management, his reputation was further tarnished with accusations of assault against Corey Haim and against Sheen's exes. Allison Mack. If you were to ask Smallville fans their favorite character, many would have selected Clark Kent's BFF, Chloe Sullivan.
You're a superhero.
А ты нет, раз ты попала в этот список.
Chloe. I'm serious, Clark. If more humans were like you, the world would be a better place.
Actress Allison Mack continued to appear in various productions after Smallville ended in 2011. However, in 2018, she was arrested. 12 years prior, she joined the cult NXIVM, rising up through the ranks of what was publicly a multi-level marketing company. Privately, it indoctrinated and extorted people into being slaves for its founder, Keith Raniere, and other masters.
I just thought, I believe Allison. I wanted to do well in this program, and I wanted to be promoted. And I was never going to share this secret.
In 2019, Mack pleaded guilty to a series of charges and helped the authorities gather evidence against Raniere. She was ultimately sentenced to 3 years in jail and was released in 2023. James Corden.
Вот, кстати, благодаря именно на Watch я узнал, что, оказывается, ёпта, Джеймс Корден был в чем-то замешан скандальным.
At one point, James Corden
Ну, не знал, наверное, потому что это, было в 23-м году.
was a respected actor and creator with work on Gavin and Stacey and A League of Their Own. But when the Brit moved across the pond to take on The Late Late Show with James Corden, it wasn't long until he began falling foul of people. In 2022, Corden was accused of abusive behavior at the New York restaurant Balthazar when staff apparently made his wife's meal incorrectly. This earned the host a ban from the eatery, which was rescinded when Corden apologized. However, he then flip-flopped on his responsibility, causing the ban to be reinstated.
I've been walking around thinking that I hadn't done anything wrong.
This incident also brought to light other alleged Corden incidents that further tarnished his reputation. His abusive behavior
Да, случай в ресторане, точно, вспомнил.
Causing the ban to be reinstated.
I've been walking around thinking that I hadn't done anything wrong.
This incident also brought to light other alleged Corden incidents that further tarnished his reputation.
The restaurant manager and the server, they were lovely. They were lovely. They brought out 4 glasses of champagne as an apology, but we
Что для нас это слишком дохуя?
were like, that's not necessary.
Погодите, я думал, что ему одному принесли 4 бокала шампанского, он же там не один был.
We don't need it. We'd had a great time. Even for me, it was too early to start drinking.
Leah Michelle.
Mr. Schuster, do you have any idea how ridiculous it is to give the lead solo in Sit Down, You Rock on the Boat to a boy in a wheelchair?
Whether she was releasing her own music or starring in Glee, Scream Queens, or popular stage productions, Leah Michelle was lapping up nominations and awards all over the place. The sky really seemed the limit for her, but then 2020 happened. That year, Michelle posted in support of the Black Lives Matter movement on social media. In response, several former Glee co-stars came forward to shine a light on her hypocrisy and terrible behavior behind the scenes.
То есть это дело не в поддержке, дело в лицемерии.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know Monday.com? This is
Monday.com. Monday.com.
On top of microaggressions, Michelle was accused of racist behavior and being rude to various people on set.
I just got you on the cover of New York Magazine.
in the background. You were practically glowing about it.
That's because I accomplished something. It had nothing to do with you.
No, see, it actually has everything to do with me.
This included apparently calling background performers cockroaches. While Michelle apologized, it was too late.
You get great grades. You're
Это слишком жестко.
a fantastic singer.
Everybody hates me.
Brands and fans left the actor in droves. Armie Hammer.
Is there any way to make this a fair fight? Jump out and swim.
After roles in The Social Network, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and Call Me By Your Name, Armie Hammer appeared to be on the cusp of superstardom.
So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
That sounds fun.
After all, he was cast as a lead in 2022's Death on the Nile. However, the publicity for that film was wrecked once the scandal about Hammer came out in 2021.
That was naughty of me. Hello. I hope you don't mind I took the liberty.
The actor was accused of both physical and emotional abusive behavior with ex-partners. Film companies, fans, agencies, and brands dropped the actor all at once.
Were you surprised when you saw what was going on with him?
To be honest with you, I wasn't shocked because it was multi-generational, just awful behavior. And
He's pretty much vanished from the public eye since, but did go on to admit to being emotionally abusive in his relationships.
We'll speak soon.
В Фейсбуке.
Amber Heard.
Нехуй было срать на кровать.
You should turn back.
О, первую часть Аквамана я, кстати, смотрел в кинотеатре. Тогда мне было 2025 минус 18. 10 лет, получается, что ли? Да. 7-8.
We can still warn the surface, try to prepare him for what's coming.
Turn back.
With the end of their marriage, the accusations of abuse, and the numerous court cases, neither party came out of this debacle looking especially favorable.
Я вообще, кстати, не знал, что она ему до кровати насрала. Мне просто... Один из админов моего ТГК написал, когда прокомментировал новость про документалку, которая будет снята по мотивам их драмы, он спросил, а там будет эпизод, где она будет срать до кровати? Я такой, хз. Я вообще думал, что это рофл. Нет, это реальность.
favorable. However, it's safe to say Amber Heard was not the winner of the court of public opinion. She was accused of abusive behavior and having marital affairs. Social media was rife with people mocking the Aquaman performer and her legal team during the infamous 2022 defamation trial. The jury sided with Depp by awarding him $15 million, while Heard was awarded $2 million.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
And this only made it worse for her. Afterwards, she moved to Spain to escape the scrutiny. However, the public condemnation returned during the release of 2023's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
I don't care what one thinks about me or what judgment.
Ну насрала и насрала, чё бубнить-то? А я хочу узнать, что делают присяжные. Оценить доказательства, имеющие отношение к обстоятельствам случившегося, в отличие от профессионального судьи, коллеги присяжных не рассматривают дело целиком.
You want to make about what happened in the privacy of my own home and my marriage behind closed doors.
Kevin Spacey. After receiving 2 Oscar awards, Kevin Spacey ushered in the Netflix original era with his Golden Globe-winning role in House of Cards.
I need somebody I can talk to.
We're talking. Tell me what we're talking about.
Every project he was on seemed to often become a critical hit.
Его карьера шла... карьера Кевина Спейси шла в space.
Then in 2017, actor Anthony
Летела просто в космос, нахуй.
Rapp accused Spacey of assaulting him when he was a teenager.
Spacey made sexual advances toward him after a party when they were both on Broadway. Spacey was 26.
Spacey's response didn't help when he claimed he didn't remember the encounter, apologized for it happening,
Охуеть оправдание. Я не помню, блять, об этом.
and then came out as gay, which drew the ire of many. When the allegations came to light, Spacey was dropped by House of Cards.
I've led a very long, very successful career avoiding this sort of intrigue with the press. I can't see any advantage in starting now.
But is there any disadvantage?
Yet he continued parodying his character in strange annual YouTube videos. The actor has faced several court cases with further allegations. However, they have ended in Spacey's favor.
After that,
Further allegations. However, they have ended in Spacey's favor.
After that,
Показал тому актеру средний палец и послал его нахуй в космос.
my guess is you'll never hear from him again.
Michael Richards.
I'm out.
Due to his role as Kramer on Seinfeld, Michael Richards was awarded the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Character in a Comedy Series on 3 occasions.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Once the sitcom ended, he dabbled in TV a little while longer before focusing
Блять, это топ-10 актеров, потерявших уважение, выходил несколько месяцев назад, а я все прекрасно это помню. Окей. Я прям реально помню все эти случаи. Monday.com.
on his stand-up routine. In 2006, he was at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, California, where it all came crumbling down. Richards was recorded going on a vile, slur-filled rant
Блять, почему нельзя найти канал WatchWatcher Россия, сука? Ладно. Ладно. Окей.
New Head & Shoulders delivers up to 100% dandruff protection.
100%.
Clinically proven.
Это похоже на игру из Ютуба.
I guess I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny.
I've let
Блять.
There is nowhere like home to watch Wicked.
Rewatch your favorite scenes again and again.
Wicked.
had a very long, very successful career avoiding this sort of intrigue with the press. I can't.
Awarded the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Character in a Comedy Series.
Я даже знаю, кто будет завершать это видео.
On 3 occasions.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Once the sitcom ended, he dabbled in TV a little while longer before focusing on his stand-up routine. In 2006, he was at the Laugh Factory.
Блять, почему с субтитрами проблема?
In Los Angeles, California, where it all came crumbling down. Richard
это же игра, в которой не будет такого, что показано в рекламе.
I guess I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny.
In 2006, he was at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, California, where it all came crumbling down. Richards was recorded going on a vile, slur-filled rant at hecklers. Afterward, he appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman to apologize.
I'm really busted up over this, and I'm
Почему они двоятся, блять, пиздец.
A bit familiar. Same Cadbury, only 91 calories.
I'm very, very sorry.
David Letterman to apologize.
I'm really busted up over this, and I'm very, very sorry to those people in the audience, the blacks, the Hispanics, the whites, everyone that was there that took the brunt of that anger
От моего гнева.
and hate and rage. And
suffice to say, this was not really the sort of apology people were looking for. Richards retired from stand-up and has rarely appeared in film and TV since.
But no, I busted up after that event 7 years ago. It broke me down.
Ezra Miller.
I just need one more gig and I'm going to pay for my own tuition.
You can't.
Like I always said I would.
You cannot keep doing this to yourself.
Okay, I really pay for my own tuition.
You can't.
Like I always.
Me down.
Ezra Miller.
I just need one more gig.
Чё? При чём тут концерт? Ладно.
I really don't want to talk about this again.
There probably isn't an actor who has had as many legal run-ins in such a short amount of time.
У него были также проблемы с фильмом, в котором он снимался. Помним все провалы Флэша. Помним Флэша? Вы помните Флэша? Аха-ха-ха.
Time as Ezra Miller. After being cast in the Fantastic Beasts series and as the Flash in the DCEU, they became a household name.
Флэшка.
Flash! Hi.
I love you!
Thank you. You seem very nice also.
Oh my god!
Then 2020 rolled around and a video surfaced of Miller attacking a woman at a bar in Iceland. This was unfortunately only the beginning.
I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset
Блять, не везет звездам с ресторанами.
with my past behavior. I am committed to doing
Привет, Калагривый.
the necessary
ВК-видео. А-ха-ха-ха-ха.
work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life.
They have been accused of harassing people, theft, assault, and grooming, among some other odd and heinous behavior. In January of
Пиздец ты, конечно, нахватал.
2023, Miller pleaded guilty to misdemeanor unlawful trespass.
Я никого не расстрелял.
Roseanne Barr. As the lead of Roseanne, actor and comedian Roseanne Barr played a vital role in turning the show's first run into a critical success, securing many awards along the way.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
Sleeping. Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
In 2018, the show was revived after 20 years. However, not long after, Barr messed up massively.
What'd you find out about me?
After several of her controversial comments came to light, Barr made a racist tweet about former political advisor Valerie Jarrett. While Barr apologized and tried to backtrack, it was too late.
ABC pulled the plug on the show, saying Roseanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we've decided to cancel her show.
Какая нахуй политика? Мы сериалы снимаем.
Roseanne was canceled and replaced by The Connors without Barr.
I know Roseanne would want me to step in and watch over the family.
No, it'd kill her.
She has, despite all this, continued airing unpleasant thoughts and conspiracies, even doing controversial comedy routines.
I try to be even more offensive.
Danny Masterson. Before 2017, if you were to ask fans who their favorite character on That 70s Show was, many would immediately say hi.
And you missed your shift at the photo hut. You better have a damn good excuse.
I got busted.
Nowadays, it's less so after what his actor...
Welcome to Retro Games. Hi, I'm Jace, and for 30 years, I've been running...
Hi, James! Fuck you!
...did came to light. In 2017, several women filed sexual assault charges against the actor, who denied the accusations.
One of them called the actor, quote, pathetic, disturbed, and completely violent, unquote.
After a fourth allegation, however, Netflix fired Masterson, who was a producer and actor on The Ranch. He was also dropped by his talent agency. In 2023, at the retrial, he was found guilty on 2 of the 3 charges, with the remaining count resulting in a hung jury. Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison for his horrific crime.
Теперь у тебя другое раньше.
You don't want a hug, do you?
God, no.
Good. Because you're not getting one.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe settings and switch on notifications. Bill Cosby.
Во! Посмотрите видео ностальгирующего критика про 11 реклам с Биллом Косби, который сейчас кринжово смотрится. И, кстати, там тоже упоминался Эзра Миллер. Блять, это так странно. Это про первое место он там говорил. Это как если бы Эзра Миллер рекламировал оружие.
Control. So, no problem.
Right. How do you expect to get into college with grades like this?
No problem.
Huh?
See, I'm not going to college.
Damn right.
With the title of
Damn right.
America's Dad, Bill Cosby was the biggest name in TV history, mostly known for his work on The Cosby Show. However, there were rumors that the actor was responsible for a host of grim crime, yet there was little traction to them.
Hello.
Видите, блять, он хотел после того, как вышел, в тур поехать, блять, снова.
My
dear. Стендапом.
Right.
But that all changed in 2015 when more and more victims began to come forward.
Right. My dear. Right.
Она типа слепая?
But that all changed in 2015 when more and more victims began to come forward and the media ran their stories.
More and more and more.
I never saw any drugs, but I...
Капитан Голливуд, послушайте, пиздатый трек. More and more.
would wake up completely confused.
In 2018, after over a decade of accusations,
Кстати, мне, блядь, стали попадаться вырезки с Гриффинов, с Биллом Косби, блядь.
Cosby was charged with 3 counts of assault and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in jail. However, in 2021, Cosby's conviction was overturned after it was discovered that his due process rights had been violated. Regardless, this hasn't repaired Cosby's image, especially as he's faced civil cases for assault since.
Who's in trouble now?
Do any of the actors we've mentioned deserve another chance in the industry? How could they repair their reputations? Let us know in the comments.
All he asked in return was that someday I help the next guy.
И я ему помог в своем стиле.
In some
Да, если вы не знали, Железный Человек был тем еще наркоманом.
small way.
До своей роли Железного Человека.
It's reasonable to assume that at the time he didn't imagine the next guy would be him.
Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, жмите на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео, пишите комментарии, ставьте мне телегу. С вами был Алекс Назаренко. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.